Good afternoon, good evening, good night. I'm Blackbright, and today I'm going to talk about a topic that's a bit different from what I normally talk about, and it's because I've been asked just to run through it quickly, which is what I intend to do. I'm not an expert on tax, I'm not an expert on property or anything. Like I said, I just normally give my views. And today it's about, the pensions and, properties and, our plans for the future. And so if you're young and vibrant, you might not even be interested in this, but I tell you something, it probably will impact you. So it's probably worth your while to have a little check-in, because it could even affect your parents, because what they're saying now is that pensions, a lot of people, as they get older, they want to retire abroad. There are a lot of people who are quite happy to stay in the UK, but there's also a percentage that want to go somewhere warm, like Spain, although with Spain, they have a reciprocal agreement with the UK. So your pension will not be frozen and it will increase the same way with inflation as it does for the UK. But supposing you're thinking, or your mother's thinking about retiring in the UK, not UK, Australia, where they have a different agreement, they could be seen to being penalised by 40%. They actually charge 25% transfer fee. So it's not worth transferring your money abroad, your pension. It's not worth it, because as far as the HMRC are concerned, you're trying to avoid tax. So they're really giving you a whammy with 40% here and 25% there. It doesn't even make it worth it. So what's being suggested, or what I would recommend, is that you keep your account open in the UK. You maintain your UK address, hopefully, and then you can withdraw your money via debit card or whatever. So that is a situation with pensions. It doesn't look, I know back in the day, I'm sure it wasn't that way. I'm sure I've got aunties in the West Indies, in Jamaica, and I know that they were, well, half of them are dead now, but they were withdrawing their taxes abroad. I don't think they were penalised for having it transferred into the country, because then it wouldn't be worth their while. So I've got a funny feeling they got the full whammy, but at some point, because the UK is going through dire straits financially, they've decided that, well, even though you've worked all these years and it's your money and you've paid into it, you are not allowed to take that money out of the country without paying a penalty. You're going to be penalised for it. It's similar to the houses. If you've got houses abroad, a lot of people have bought holiday homes, or they've got rental homes abroad, or investment homes, and now they're having to declare every single one of those homes. And if you don't, the HMRC have got a 200 strong team with high-tech equipment who are going to siphon you out if you haven't declared the properties. And even, it doesn't matter whether or not you're getting any gains or you're getting any income, you still have to declare the properties. Because apparently when you die, it's got to do with inheritance tax and capital gains tax and all that kind of stuff. So you still have to declare it. And yes, it must be difficult, because as far as you're concerned, you've struggled, you've worked hard, you're still working hard, you've made sacrifices, and you've done that in order to have a better life later on. And now the little bit of profit that you're making, you don't make it because you've got to give it out as taxes. And that's why a lot of people try to avoid it, but it's not worth it. Because if they get you, if they find you out, you're going to have to pay triple tax. And on top of that, you could be imprisoned. So is it worth it? So either it's a question, and then suppose you decide, okay, I don't want to declare tax, I'm going to sell it. You still have to declare the sales. So they're still going to, they're still going to take your money either way. So it is quite discouraging. I guess for the rich, they don't care, they can do it, but they're the ones that have brilliant tax lawyers and they know how to evade tax. They send money to Swedish banks, they do this and they do that. They know how, rich people know how to avoid tax legally. But the regular John Joe doesn't know how to do that, and as a result, they get penalised. So all I'm saying is that, you know, if you got, I think it's as of November, if you've got properties abroad, you know, if you've got properties in the Caribbean, you know, you're going to have to declare it, peeps. I'm ever so sorry about that, but you're going to have to declare it because it's just not worth it if they find you out. Okay, all right then, and that's all for now. Bye-bye.